Hey everyone, today we're going to check out the Thermarest Lite sleeping pad. It is a great option for thru hikers, anyone who wants to move fast and light in the backcountry, or if you're just nervous about possibly puncturing a sleeping pad. Let's see if it's the right choice for you. If you're new to the channel, my name's Roxy, and I'm part of the Adventure Junkies team. We help people like you choose the right gear to get outside. If you want to learn more, go ahead and visit www.theadventurejunkies.com. Now for what you really came for, the Thermarest Lite. Now let's take a look at what comes with the Thermarest Lite, which it's not going to take too long. So we'll go ahead and slide this cover off. And it is expanding as I take the cover off, but it really does pack down to this nice size. All right, so before we undo it, let's compare it to this 32-ounce Hydro Flask. So I'd say it's about a little over double in height and about a ball and a half thickness. So this is not going to go inside your pack, this sleeping pad, unlike a lot of the other inflatable ones that you could pack down to a much smaller size. This is going to have to either stay on the outside or pack under between the brain and the main compartment of your pack. So you do need to think about that while packing. All right, let's fold it out. Woo! So here's the Lite. It manufactures for $44.95 and it is made right here in the US, although the materials are sourced globally. It weighs in at 14 ounces, which is 410 grams, and what you see is what you get, so there's no additional pump sacks or carry cases or stuff sacks. You might want to add something to keep it together, maybe 2, so that would add to your weight. Although if you are super concerned about weight, you can use your backpack straps. There's 2 usually on the back of a backpacking pack that would work to strap this down. So the Lite is only 3/4 inches thick, which is 2 centimeters. So you aren't getting much padding between you and the ground, and the R value is 1.7. So our R value is measured on a scale from 0 to 6, 6 being the warmest, 0 being you just sleeping right on the ground with nothing between you and the ability for the ground to seep all your heat out of you while you sleep. 1.7 is not that much extra protection from the cold of the ground. So I would suggest this as a summer sleeping pad, or as an addition to another sleeping pad to bump up the R value of another sleeping pad, or as a great place to sit around camp, or some other way where some other situation where you're not relying on the Lite for warmth. Now in the summer, I think it would be a really great pad. Once we move into spring and fall, and the temperatures dip a little cooler in the evenings and throughout the night, this is not going to be enough to keep you warm unless you have some crazy monster warm sleeping bag that will go on top of this. Also, because it's 3/4 inches thick, it's not going to prevent hot spots or your hips digging in or your shoulders. This wouldn't be a great side sleeping pad. If you only sleep on your side, you're going to push into the ground at your shoulders and your hips, which are normal hot spots for side sleepers. On your back, it was pretty comfortable. So if you are only sleeping on your back, it could be a nice way to have a really, really light pad with you and a little bit of added extra warmth. The Lite comes in one size and it's rectangular, as you can see. Some sleeping pads are mummy shaped, which means they taper at the feet area to save space, but this is just one large rectangle. It is 72 inches wide by 20 inches long, and that is 183 centimeters wide by 51 centimeters long. I am 5'6", and I fit nicely on this pad. My partner is 6'2", and his feet would definitely hang off the end of this pad. The pad is made up from a proprietary closed cell foam. So that's what these little bubble guys are. And it makes it really durable. It is prone to scratching, so if you are using this on rocks or something, you can get little indentations in this closed cell foam. But other than that, you're not going to get holes in it. It's not going to lose its 3/4 inch height. It's not going to deflate in any way. So it's a really reliable sleeping pad in that manner, because it is semi-indestructible unless you are straight up cutting it with scissors or attempting to rip it in some way. If you're enjoying this video, go ahead and hit the like button so more people like you can find it. Okay, so I am 5'6", so I'm gonna go and take a lay down on this. And it looks like I just about fit across it. So if you are any taller than 5'6", this might not be the pick for you. It's pretty grippy. I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere. It's actually pretty comfy. I would probably sleep on this. If you go on your side, there's a little bit of a hot spot right under my hip. Yeah, but not so much under my shoulders. And one thing I really like about this is it's not very noisy. There's so many sleeping pads out there that have that aggressive trash bag noise. But this just doesn't have that. I'm actually pretty happy with the noise situation on this one. You'd really only have to deal with the noise of your sleeping bag rustling. So I am a fan of the Thermarest Lite simply because it is simple. There is no inflating, there's no time it takes to pull it out or really pack it up. When you get to your camp, you can just unbuckle it from your backpack and you've got your sleeping pad. Or if you're just using it as a place to kneel or a place to cook off of, or as extra padding under another sleeping pad to add to its R value, this is really nice and quick. That's something to just lay down right away. And of course, it packs up super easy. Oh yeah, that is satisfying. So, let's just recap a little bit on this Thermarest Z-Lite. So the Z-Lite retails for $45.95 and it is 14 ounces or 410 grams. This is actually a little heavier than some of the super light sleeping pads that we've done reviews on, but it does feel nice and light. So it's not dense, if that makes sense. It has an R value of 1.7, which again is pretty low. So I would really only recommend this for summer camping, or if you are a hot sleeper, you could maybe stretch it into early fall or late spring. And then it's also a great addition to a sleeping pad that you have that maybe is only 3 seasons. You could stretch it to 4 seasons by placing this under and adding the R values stacked on top of each other. So this you would be adding 1.7 to whatever the R value of another sleeping pad was, and that can make it a little bit warmer. It is 72 inches by 20 inches wide, so I would say I'm an average sized woman, 5'6", and it is just a little wider than my shoulders. So if you are any taller than 5'6" or any wider than I am, you might have some trouble using this to completely cover your body while you're sleeping. You might have some overhang and might not be as comfortable, so keep that in mind. Once again, this is a great option for super fast and light hikers who really just want to be quick on the go, fast setup, fast breakdown, easy to strap to your pack. It's also great for thru hikers who are setting up and breaking down every single day and sort of get over the inflation and the packing up of a sleeping pad. This is great to just throw out and you're ready to go to sleep after a long day. This isn't so great for people who are looking for a ton of comfort in the backcountry. Once again, it's only 2 centimeters thick, which is 0.75 inches. So you're not getting that much padding. Although when I lay down on it, it is pretty comfy. I could probably sleep on it. If you're a side sleeper, it's probably not a great option for you. The other downsides are it can get a little scuffed up as you use it, but that is not going to affect the warmth of the sleeping pad. So that's really just how it looks. If you were looking to have some nice pristine equipment, this will probably get scuffed pretty quickly. Another positive is that it's not very noisy, which is a huge complaint for sleeping pads across all types and sizes and makes and models. All of the inflatable sleeping pads have that crinkled noise to them. So if you are super sensitive to that while you're sleeping, this could be a great option for you. It's much quieter and won't have that crinkled trash baggy sound when you are using it turning left to right in your sleep. And finally, the last downside is the warmth. At 1.7 R value, you can really only use it in certain temperatures, high temperatures during the summer, possibly be able to stretch it into early fall or late spring, but that would only be if you're a nice and warm sleeper. The other suggestion is to just put it under another sleeping pad for extra comfort and warmth. That is the Thermarest Z Lite. Happy hiking! Hey everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you have ever wasted money on gear in the past or just don't know what gear to buy, I really want to recommend this book. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Hiking Gear, and it has breakdowns and explanations of all the gear you'll need to get safely outside. It's organized into gender, size, weight, what type of hike you'll need it for, and it's really helpful for any beginner out there or even someone who's more advanced but wants more suggestions on how to enjoy your time outside. You can buy it at Amazon and it's available in both paperback and Kindle. Go ahead and click the link below in the description and check it out.